unsurprisingly, lose on Sunday. They fall to 1-5 against the Steelers now, and I will talk about that game in just 1 second when we play the intro real quick. Where is it? There it is. All right, welcome back to Browns Breakdown. Proud partners, Fanatical Oz Network, Fans First Sports Network, Hemisphere Coffee Roasters as well. Use that referral code, we get 15%. You'll love the coffee. You probably need it for this Browns season and what it's doing to you. Trust me, it's the best coffee you'll ever have. You won't regret buying it. So, Browns unfortunately fall to the Steelers in a not I wouldn't say a surprising loss. I mean, let's be honest here. I'm not really gonna be saying that this was surprising. Is it disappointing? Yes, because I do wish we would have won, but no, I'm not gonna say this is a surprising loss here because the Browns have not been doing great this week. And I mean, looking at it, it's been a weird NFL season just in general with how the power rankings and how these teams have stacked up against each other. It has been strange for sure. And so, looking at it, I don't think this is a surprising loss. I don't think anyone really was all too surprised here that the Browns lost. But Browns lose to a score of what was it, 9-23. Dylan Gabriel's was okay. I have my problems with what happened with him. If you look at his passes, he had 52 total throws, way too much, by the way, for a rookie. The game just wasn't good all around. I mean, the defense did okay. I mean, 23 points is average, right? I mean, that's 2 touchdowns and a field goal and you win, or 3 touchdowns, I mean, and a field goal and you win that game. That's not bad. I mean, 24 points is not insurmountable whatsoever. That's a pretty average range for games. And so defense didn't do poorly. They only let up 23 points yard wise. I mean, they let up in team stats, they let up 335 yards, but no, it's not anything. It wasn't a terrible game from the defense. It wasn't a terrible game from the offense. Specifically, it was a bad game from the offense. I won't say it wasn't, but I think the defense for the Steelers was quite good, but it just was a mediocre game all around. So first up, let's just talk about the Steelers' stats. Aaron Rodgers was pretty decent. He wasn't amazing, but he was good. 21 for 30 for 235 yards and 2 touchdowns. Their leading rusher was Jalen Warren, 11 for 52. Kenneth Gainwell was 6 for 22 as well on the ground. DK Metcalf was their leading receiver. He was very good, 4 for 95 and a touchdown. Darnell Washington, 3 for 62. And then Jonnu Smith, 3 for 18. I couldn't see what it was. Jalen Ramsey was killing you on defense, by the way. He was very good this game. He had 2 sacks, which is kind of crazy. I mean, you don't see someone like Jalen Ramsey, who isn't really a linebacker, defensive end kind of guy, getting sacks. And then you had 2 more from Nick Herbig. Derek Harmon had 1. Alex Highsmith had half a sack. And TJ Watt had half a sack. So Dylan Gabriel was unfortunately kind of getting cooked in the pocket, which was not completely his fault. I mean, the offensive line was not helping, but he was not having a good day, to put it lightly. So Dylan His statistics, he was okay. I mean, I'm not going to knock him for anything. He didn't do bad. He was 29 for 52 and 221 yards, 0 picks, 0 touchdowns. That's probably the problem, was we had no touchdowns with Dylan Gabriel. He wasn't terrible, but again, those 52 attempts for a rookie, for anyone in the NFL, 52 attempts as a quarterback is a lot. For a Dylan Gabriel, your rookie who just started last week, his first NFL game, that's a lot of passes. And this was subject somewhat to the lackluster running game, which I'll talk about right now, I guess. Quinshon Judkins, 12 for 36. He was shut down quite well off the Steelers. And so yeah, it's a kind of a combined effect because since you don't have the run, you have to start passing to get offense, and then since you have to start passing, the defense can prep for your pass because they don't have the threat of running, and then it kind of snowballs into you don't have any production. Receiving wise, Harold Fannin, a great game from him, really impressive from him, 7 for 81. Jerry Judy was iffy, 5 for 43. Njoku, 3 for 28. Gage Larvadane was actually up there with passes. He was 2 for 22. Jerome Ford, 5 for 13. Jamari Thrash, 2 for 13. Dylan Sampson, 2 for 12. Isaiah Bond, 2 for 9. And Blake Whiteheart, 1 for 0. Defensive wise, you had a pretty decent game from a lot of the guys. Carson Sweshinger was pretty good. I don't think he had a single sack, but Sweshinger was pretty good. Um, who's the guy we picked up from Michigan? I can't remember his name right now. Mason Graham, that's right. He was pretty decent. No real standout events that happened in this game. So, team statistics, it's pretty favored in the Steelers' favor. Sorry about that. It's pretty favored in the Steelers' favor. Steelers 335 total yards. You only had 248 passing yards, 183 for the Browns, 235 for the Steelers. Again, rushing attack was quite weak in this game. You were 65 rushing yards. They were 100 yards per play. You were 3.3. They were 5.8. You actually had a decent third down efficiency. You were 6 for 17. Third down was a bit worse, 5 for 13. Fourth down, though, realistically, you don't want to be going to fourth downs just simply in general, as that's not what you want, because that means that you are in a fourth down situation. But fourth down was 2 for 4. Steelers didn't have any attempts. You let up 6 sacks, which was quite poor. The Steelers let up 0. 4 punts for the Browns, 2 for the Steelers. Penalties, you were better. You were definitely better, 6 for 44. Steelers were 10 for 59. No turnovers across the board. And time of possession, you were 28:08, and they were 31:52. So that is your stat rundown. In terms of just outright thoughts, then we'll get into power rankings and everything else. Outright thoughts for the game, I mean, I don't really have I don't think this was a bad game. Dylan Gabriels didn't look terrible. Did he look amazing? No, but he didn't look awful. I don't think that was a bad performance at all from him. He didn't show me anything, but he didn't also show me that he was going to be bad as well. And so it just was an average game. I wouldn't say it was anything special. There was a lot of problems with the defense and with the offense and with this and that and that and that. So it wasn't totally his fault, but he wasn't great. I don't think at all he was terrible, though. I think he was pretty decent, suitable. I think he's better than Joe Flacco, right? And I know it's a low bar, but that's kind of the level that you're at right now. Joe Flacco set the bar. In order to keep your job, you have to be better than that bar, and I think Dylan Gabriels has done that. So overall, I mean, Judkins did not have a great game. He was pretty average, mediocre. Probably you could even say poor. I don't want to say he was poor. He just wasn't amazing. I think the running game, like I said, it's a snowball effect. The Browns couldn't run the ball, and so they stopped running the ball. And so the defense is like, okay, they're not going to run the ball. Let's drop everyone back a little bit and prepare for the pass. Then the pass didn't succeed either. You couldn't get the pass to work. So the defense was like, okay, we can just do whatever we want, and the Browns won't be able to work off of us. And so without the running attack, the passing attack couldn't do good. And without being able to do passing well, you couldn't reset up your run to try and establish it again. And so again, it just snowballed on itself, and you couldn't get anything to work. So it was just an unfortunate game all around. I mean, it's sadly another loss for this team. I mean, this has obviously been a poor team because, I mean, we just can't get anything to work, right? I mean, we've won a single game. All of our losses have felt worse because some of them have felt like they could have been wins, and they just didn't end up as wins. So yeah, I mean, this just feels like another tandem loss where the offense and the special teams and the defense just couldn't put it all together. The Steelers didn't look amazing. Like, this wasn't amazing game from the Steelers. Their offensive line looks pretty good, but overall, this wasn't an amazing game from the Steelers. So, yeah, it just doesn't feel like this was what you wanted to see this week in the in your team, right? This just didn't feel like what you wanted to see, in my opinion. So let's pause for a quick ad break. Apologies for that. I was trying to fix my fan because it turned off. But we'll talk about the power rankings and everything else in just one moment. And we're back on rounds breakdowns. So let's do our NFL power rankings for the Cleveland Browns, where they sit, where I think they sit, where everyone else thinks they sit. So starting with USA Today, number 1, by the way, is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 2 is the Packers somehow, which is kind of crazy. Number 3, Rams, Seattle Seahawks 4, and Colts 5. So let's talk about your Cleveland Browns. According to USA Today, they have them at 29. I mean, that's not anything crazy. They seem to only be dropping like a few spots. They still aren't worse than the Dolphins or the Titans or the Jets. And so, yeah, I mean, it's been a bad season, but 29 seems about right. Next up is Fox Sports. Buccaneers are 1. That seems to be the consensus. Rams are 3. They have the Colts at 7. And your Cleveland Browns, unfortunately, sit at 29 as well. So that's not a crazy crazy spot to put them. That's the same as what they had USA Today. And they also say that the Steelers, that Dylan Gabriel's was also one thing I forgot to bring up. A lot of dropped passes this game. That was pretty important as well. That's why his stats are worse, is there were some dropped passes that really sucked, and that definitely were unfortunate to see. Next up, ESPN. Buccaneers at 1, by the way. ESPN has your Cleveland Browns rated, shocker, at 29. They had them there. Everyone seems to have had them at 26 and then having them at 29. And no shocker here. How low they are. Next up, Buccaneers are number 1, by the way, for NFL.com. And your Cleveland Browns are 27. Oh, no, that's the Bengals. Cleveland Browns are 30. Okay. So last one is CBS Sports. There we go. CBS Sports, by the way, has the best power ranking layout, in case you were wondering. For sure, this is the best layout. This is amazing. They have the Browns at 28. So your consensus seems to be 29, I'd say, is around where they have them. Some 28, some 27, or 28, 29, and 30 seems to about be where they sit. If you want to know mine, I have Bucks 1, Colts 3. Bucks 1. Oh, I forgot my number 2. Bucks 1, Colts 3. I have the. I can't remember them. I don't want to pull it up either because it's a. Yeah, all right. Bucks are number 1. I have the Cleveland Browns. Never mind, I'll just open it. I have the Cleveland Browns at 28. So, seems to be about the consensus. 28, 29 is where it sits. So, Browns seem to be about 29 on average in the NFL power rankings. And I can't say that that's all too surprising, if I'm being honest. Like, what exactly are we expecting from a 1-5 team that has a bunch of hurt players? Or not hurt players, sorry. A bunch of rookies and a bunch of people who seem to be underperforming as well. I mean, I can't say all of our players have been performing up to what they have done before, but our defense is still pretty solid. I don't think it's elite anymore. I think it's surrendered a few problems, and so it isn't elite anymore. I mean, I could check the NFL defense power rankings, but it doesn't seem like they are elite anymore or as good as they were. They aren't, by the way, in case you were wondering. They have fallen to number 3. The Falcons have the best defense in the league in terms of defensive yards, 253.4. Broncos, I think, have the best defense in the league in terms of touchdowns, letting up, shocker, 6 total touchdowns. That's a singular touchdown a game. Only the Texans have single-digit touchdowns. That's wild, by the way, that the Broncos have one single touchdown per game. That's kind of crazy. And then the Browns have fallen to number 3. They have 17 touchdowns allowed. And okay, this is a stupid story. Just want to put this out here. Fox Sports thinks has the title "Sorry NFL Chiefs still look like best team in professional football." Okay, sure. All right. Anyway, before I get angry because of that stupid headline, the Chiefs are not the best team in the NFL. They're probably 7th. I think the Lions are better, Bills are better, Packers are better, Colts are better, Buccaneers are better. You could say the Seahawks and the Rams might even be better. Eagles are better. Yeah, they're not the best team in the league. Though they'll probably end up winning the Super Bowl still somehow. I have them being like the 6th seed, 10 wins, and winning the entire thing. Sadly, so trust me, I don't want to put them there, but I think that's where they're going to be. Anyway, we're not Chiefs breakdowns, we're Browns breakdowns. So a few more small things I'd like to say. We had a retirement today. Very young player. I'm trying to remember his name here. Let me pull it up. He retired due to a injury, I believe. Browns retired. Let's see, who was it again? Sudden retirement from NFL at 24. It was David Bell because he injured himself, I think, in a non-football injury. He did something and it really messed him up. Let's see. Prime of his career, would literally risk life and limb. I'm trying to find why he got hurt, but yes, oh yeah, here we go. In the latest setback for the franchise, Bell announced that he will be hanging up the cleats following 3 seasons in the NFL. Taking to social media, he revealed he was blindsided by an off-field injury several months ago that placed his career at major risk. Off-field injury, but put my football future in jeopardy. After consulting medical experts and praying, I accept that continuing to play football would literally risk life and limb. Although it's the last thing I want to do, I will be retiring with a heavy heart. So that is the retirement. Unfortunately, I mean, he hasn't really done a whole lot to be like he hasn't done a whole lot, but it does suck to see someone. I mean, you only get one shot at the NFL, and he got that shot, and it's ruined for him in an injury that he really didn't have any control over. And so it's a very sad to see because, again, you get one life, you have one opportunity, and you made the NFL in your one life and your one shot, and it's ruined because of something that was mostly out of your control. And so I feel for him. Hopefully he will recover and will be okay. But yes, that's just super unfortunate to see a retirement at 24. I mean, that's just super unfortunate. So hopefully he gets better and lives a happy life. I know he'll definitely cherish his days here in the NFL. And I think this is honestly a good testament to why you should never look to the future and always enjoy the present, because you don't know how long this is going to last. I mean, I doubt 2 years ago he thought he was going to lose his chance at the NFL at 24. And so I think this is a good testament to enjoy it while you have it. Don't be perspective-wise. Don't ever look to the future. Always be glad you have what you have in the present, because it could go away at any moment. And you can say that about a lot of things, whether that's sports, your family, yourself. I mean, you don't know if you're going to make it. I mean, you could say that about a million things. So yeah, very unfortunate to see that happen, and I hope he finds a new purpose in the life of trying to find something that he can grind on forever. So very unfortunate, but really after that I don't have much more. I left my title up. Whoopsie. I guess the final thought was Harold Fannin and Quinshon Judkins. I couldn't remember his name for some reason. I mean, both of them have looked really good. I'm mostly saying this because, again, Fannin just had a great game. Fannin, really good game from him. I'm definitely excited to see where this will go, if he can create a connection with Dylan Gabriels as well, because I know tight ends are extremely important in the NFL in general. But for a rookie quarterback, having that reliable 3-4 yard dump off is extremely helpful for a rookie quarterback who might be a bit nervous. Maybe he's not used to the full speed, right? This is all something that is very helpful. And so getting Fannin and Gabriels and then maybe Shadur in the future together is very, very nice to see and going to be very, very helpful as well for the future of the team. Because, like I said, these quarterbacks, these rookies, and really just quarterbacks in general, having that reliable 3, 4, 5 yard gain every single play, right? Just an out route to the sidelines, right? Maybe just a small drag route over the middle. Just having that quick 3 or 4 yard gain that's pretty reliably open and you know the guy's going to catch it, right? Having that is extremely helpful for offenses because it keeps your drives moving to where you won't have an incomplete or even a negative play. But for rookies who are just getting up to speed and getting ready for everything, having that kind of ability to have someone to dump it off to is extremely helpful. And you say the same thing for Quinshawn, right? Having someone to dump it off to in the run, again, very, very helpful for him. Just having someone you can just give the ball to and you'll get a few yards out of is very nice. But that's about all I have for you guys. I hope everyone enjoyed. I will be back on Saturday to preview another game against the Dolphins. So I hope you all enjoy. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.